Today's July 27, 2017. We're at River Crossing. This is the new water supply pump station treatment building that's being built. The entrance doors are right here. There's a 24 by 24 garage with an entrance door to the garage right there. It's going to be a sidewalk that's going to come down here to get into the double doors. We've got a little swale that's going to collect water and bring it around the edge. So we're at the point now where everything's being backfilled. We have a clean out here, which is connected to 3 floor drains. One of these is going to be an eye wash emergency shower. That white pipe right there is also piped into the drain system. That's going to be taking water from the pH analyzer. So all that water comes through here. The pipe comes out here, does a 90, and goes off into the leach pit. There's an underground leach pit, underground injection control. So over here where this excavator is going to be a gravel driveway, and that's going to give access to these 2 wet wells. What these are just steel pipes that go down into the ground, and there's a pipe that feeds each of these 2 gate valves to shut off the water that goes to these wet wells. And then there's a pipe that comes out of this storage tank, suction pipe. So that pipe comes out and it tees through these 2 valves into each of these wet wells. There's going to be pumps in these wet wells, and there are lines that pump the water from the storage tank back into this pump station treatment building. So what we see here is the access hatch for this underground storage tank. It's a concrete tunnel tank. We have a vent that's going to come out of here. This is all going to get filled up to that mark right there. And what you see here is a geomembrane with sort of bituminous tape that's been applied up the side of the access manway, and the whole top of this tank has a geomembrane on the top and draped down over the sides of the tank as well to keep surface runoff from puddling and sitting on top of the tank and trying to migrate down into the tank. What you see here is an overflow pipe that comes out of inside the tank near the ceiling of the tank, and it just flows out here. We're going to finish this off with probably a ring of stones in here. There's going to be a screen, a bug and insect and rodent screen to keep bugs from crawling into the tank. We're going to make sure there's a 12-inch gap so there's enough room so water won't back up if it ever comes out of this overflow tank. And then we're going to put probably some kind of stone riprap so it doesn't erode the slope if the overflow pipe ever gets utilized. So again, looking back at that white drain pipe, that line comes out of the ground, crosses over these pipes, and basically goes into a system of leaching chambers in here, and that's basically here to relieve the pH analyzer water. I think we estimated about 150 gallons a day of flow through water so that we can track the pH, and that also has an overflow pipe on the chamber system, and that's the overflow pipe. So if the chambers ever fail and fill up and clog up, the overflow water is going to come out of here. So the certified operator that's going to be maintaining this system is going to check this pipe, make sure there's no outflow on here. If there ever is outflow on that pipe, that means this infiltrator chamber system has failed, it's clogged, and needs to be replaced. What we're looking at here is the outfall from the under drain that goes under the storage tank. So beneath the concrete storage tank, there's a bed of stone that the tank sits on, and we put in a perforated pipe in that bed of stone, which is going to relieve any groundwater that's going to come up. So that way we're going to prevent flotation and buoyancy issues. We're pretty much on high ground here anyway, so it's not like we have a very shallow water table to worry about. But it's always good practice just to make sure there's an under drain in place. That way we don't have to tie the tank down or ballast the tank from above with extra weight. So you can see there's a lot of boulders we're gonna have to get rid of and spread around, maybe on the edge of the woods. So the parking lot's gonna be extended a little bit to make up for some parking spaces that were lost there. And it's gonna be a little bit of a drainage swale that's gonna come through here to relieve surface water. So basically we're looking at another 6 inches of topsoil, and you can see some of the topsoil that's been dumped that's going to be spread today. And the next thing we're going to do out here is come back and do a leak test in this tank. We're going to fill up the water, fill up the tank right up into the top slab of the ceiling of the tank, and keep it at that level and make sure that the level doesn't drop, which would mean you have a completely sealed, leak-free storage tank. So that's how it looked on July 27, 2017. And we'll be back for more later.